Hello and welcome from Tech Skull Studios. My name is Evan Svensson, and I am the founder and lead developer of our game studio. And today I'm very pleased to showcase the first gameplay session of Beat the Markets. I tried to do a live stream yesterday, but there was some technical issues and some bugs that needed addressing before the game could progress. So I did that over the evening, and now the game is ready to play through. And we're going to do that. And my friends, what a historic day, what a historic week, actually, to be launching a board game based on stock market investing. As of today, June the 12th, Elon Musk is now officially the world's first trillionaire. SpaceX launched this morning with a historic price of around 160. It dropped down to 150 and it shot up to 170 United States dollars. That's the SpaceX IPO. So what a historic week to be able to launch this game for you the same week that Elon Musk's SpaceX is going public. This is now the biggest company on the planet. So what I want to do before we get into the gameplay really quickly here is just talk a little bit about Nagus. So this is the North American Gaming Summit, and they're coming to Edmonton next weekend. It's a full weekend event from Thursday to Sunday, and this is the largest gaming conference in all of Canada. And our game studio is pleased to say that we will be attending. And you can find our booth number R17 in the ASUS gaming area. So if you see this video and you are coming out to the games conference this next weekend, make sure to stop by and give the demo a try that we'll have available for you to play. As well, you can watch this video, the live stream, to get an idea of how the game plays. I've got a lot of people say that it looks like Monopoly, and yes, it kind of does. But I will tell you, it plays very differently, and it's actually a much better game than Monopoly, in my opinion. And we'll hopefully see if that proves true here. So if you're coming out to Nagus next weekend, make sure to come by booth R17, look for Tech Skull Studios, and Beat the Markets. And this is going to be a wicked event. This is going to be so cool to launch our game this upcoming week. So without further ado, I guess I will get into the gameplay. We'll open up the game here and get started. Now, I'm going to run the tutorial. I did run the tutorial on the previous live stream, but I think it would be a good idea to do the tutorial for every single live stream that I do until people get an idea of how the game plays. Because like I said, they see the visuals and they think Monopoly, but it is vastly, vastly different. So let's go through the tutorial right now and see if we can. There we go.
Welcome to Beat the Markets. I am your host, Mr. Rich. This turn-based investment board game has players taking turns buying and selling investments from 6 different categories: stocks, gold, agriculture, bonds, currency, and oil are the markets you will be investing in. The game starts with the changing of the market prices, denoted by the chart at the top of your screen. The buying price for each category is determined by the top of the red line, while the selling price is denoted by the bottom. Once the prices have been randomly set, the white day marker in the center of the board is placed on day 1 of the trading month to start. There are 30 days in a standard trading month, and the game ends when the white day marker reaches day 30. Players will total the cash on hand they have, and the winner of the game is determined by the player who has the most cash in the bank when the markets close. Investments on the board not sold will not be added to the final cash count. Players start the game with $10 sign tokens of their color in a standard game. 1 token is placed on the start space, leaving them 9 remaining tokens to invest with. Players will be dealt 2 cards each at the start of a standard game. Cards add an additional element to the gameplay. More on them later. On a player's turn, they will be able to sell any investments previously bought, opt to play a card, and finally end their turn by rolling the dice. Investments can only be bought by landing on the appropriate space within the given market area. Players will be given a choice of buying either one or two investments in that category based on the board space they land. Investing is optional, and each player will have to decide when the appropriate time to buy an investment arises. If a player lands on this space, they may choose to add an additional token to the start space, depleting their inventory by one token. Players may also use a card to add more tokens to the movement track on the board. Adding more tokens to the board's outer movement track gives better optimal dice rolls for the player, as the player will select the token they wish to move. But it comes with the cost of having less tokens to mark their investments with. Once an additional token has been added to the board's outer track, it cannot be removed. If the player runs out of investment tokens in their inventory, they will have to sell an investment before they can buy any more. Players must have at least one token on the outer board track at the start of their turn within the investment category to sell from that category. If a player lands on the changed market space, the market prices will be re-randomized, and the player will be able to roll the dice again. They will not, however, be able to play any additional cards or sell any further investments until the start of their next turn. A Black Monday market crash happens anytime there is no red in any of the categories once the animation completes. If a Black Monday event occurs, all players will lose their investments, unless they are holding a special bailout card that prevents the loss of their investment. When a Black Monday event occurs, the market prices will be re-randomized again, and the day marker will move one additional space forward. Additional Black Monday cards can be played against your opponents to force them to lose their investments. If a player holds a penalty card in their hand, they may choose to play it to pay the lower fine and remove the card from their hand, or risk being audited by another player, in which case the higher fee will be levied. Penalty cards can also be disposed of by landing on the appropriate board space without having to pay the fines listed. Dividends are optional and not part of standard gameplay. If dividends are in play, then a percentage of the selling value of each investment is awarded to the player for passing start without having to sell their investments. Stock splits are optional and not part of standard gameplay. If stock splits are in play, then the player can use the appropriate card on their turn to double the investments owned in any category by halving the value of each. If a player corners the market, they control all available investment slots of that market. They will be able to sell all the investments in that category on their turn at triple the selling price. A full breakdown of the game rules can be seen at any time by opening the help menu in the taskbar. Have fun and happy investing!
So there you go, folks. That's the tutorial, and it gives you an idea of how the game actually plays. So now we're going to go in. I'm just going to close that out. We're going to create a new game for 3 players. I'm going to go with yellow for player
yellow,
1.
but my heart is pure gold.
I'm going to go with blue for player 2.
Blue.
And red for player 3.
More like time for you to go to bed.
So here you'll be able to configure the game rules to add custom house rules. The standard game has 30 days. It's meant to simulate a trading month in the stock market. But if you wanted to play a quicker match that doesn't last as long, you can go as little as 10 days. You can also change the number of markers that you start out with, the number of cards you have, your starting cash. Punisher mode, I haven't got the info on that yet with the hover over, but Punisher mode will double the number of penalty cards in the deck, and stock splits are adding those optional cards to the deck. The dividends checkbox will also create additional cards in the deck that you can use, and you will collect dividends when you pass the start, just like you would in Monopoly. But that's an optional thing. It's not part of standard gameplay. And finally, you can have your win condition. So the win condition is based on either the most cash in your hand at the end of the game or the investment returns, which is how much have you actually profited from each investment trade along the way, along the journey. So we're going to start the game here and get rolling.
Your turn, yellow player.
Buy low and sell high.
So I just want to have a quick look of the cards in yellow player's hand. I have this button here that allows you to open the card window. And this is because we're playing in hot seat mode. So you would normally have multiple people around the computer during a hot seat match. And if you want to check your cards, you just have to tell them to look away or close their eyes. So he has a card to place an extra marker on start and an audit card. So I'm going to use the extra marker on start. So now yellow has got 2 markers on start. It won't matter for the first dice roll because they're moving from the same position, but future dice rolls will be important.
Deca. Change market. Day marker moves 1 space forward, then roll again.
So we're already on day 2 and nobody's made any trades. One of the unique features of this game is that it ends on day 30. So you don't have it going on for hours at a time and people going back and forth. The win condition is not based on bankrupting all the other players. So now I have 2 tokens. I can pick which one I want to move. So I'm going to move here.
Buy 1 bond.
My investment strategy is simple.
2 and a 6. You rolled an 8. Collect $200,000. Red player, you're up.
Let's go.
Let's see who's the cards in red player's hand. Change market or double cash.
6-1. You're done. You rolled 7. Change market. Day marker moves 1 space forward, then roll again. Square pair. You rolled an 8. Buy 1 agriculture unit.
Agriculture is priced at 50,000. So yeah, that's a good deal for agriculture. That's the cheapest possible rate you can get for any stock is 50,000.
Your turn, yellow player.
Yellow.
So
The
now I
same
can
color as
sell
gold.
that bond and get $50,000 back. And that was the point at which it broke yesterday. So we're already beyond the technical issues I was dealing with yesterday.
6.
Let's buy some gold.
Buy 1 gold unit.
My investment strategy is simple.
Aider from Decatur. Buy 2 agriculture units. Your turn, red player.
This game is in the bag.
And I'm going to sell that agriculture unit because that is a crazy return on profit. $200,000 up. So we'll go there. Here and there. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Did it break again? I think it might have broke again. Okay. I guess it won't let me sell that. I don't know why, because there's no error messages either, so that's fun.
9. Buy 2 currency units.
What's currency priced at? 300,000. No, thank you.
My investment strategy is sound.
Okay, so I should be able to sell my gold. Okay. Okay. I guess we may not make it till the end again. But we'll try. We'll try to get there,
2
folks.
plus 5 equals 7.
That's the core mechanic of the game. If you can't sell, you can't make a profit.
Buy 2 agriculture units. Blue player, you're up.
Buy high and sell
Okay,
low.
let's try to
Or is
sell
it the other way
those
around?
agriculture units. Oh boy. Okay. I guess selling is broken now.
The number 10. Buy 2 currency units. Your turn, red player.
Oh, yeah?
Roman numeral X. Buy 2 oil units.
What's oil priced at? 50,000? Sure.
Buy low and sell high.
Okay, let's try to sell the agriculture now. Maybe if let's do an audit on someone. They each have 2 cards. Okay, I did an audit. And that player had no penalty cards.
You rolled a 7. Draw 1 card and collect $100,000. Your turn, blue player.
Okay,
This game
currency is for
is
350. So let's try to sell currency. Oh, that is so frustrating. Okay, I had that fixed and it was working, but it's obviously not working.
Six.
Well, blue player is $0, so I don't know how much longer I'll be able to last here if I can't sell.
Draw 2 cards and collect $50,000.
Red? More like time for you to go to bed.
Yeah. It only let me sell the first time, the very, very first
Snake
time,
eyes.
and then it broke. There's also
Start.
a weird camera glitch. That's not important. What's important
Your
is the
turn,
fact
yellow
that I
player.
can't sell right now.
I'm gonna win.
8.
Now yellow player will have 3 tokens on the board.
You may place an extra marker on start.
Victory is in sight.
6 and 4 make 10. Buy 1 gold unit. Red player, you're up.
Roses are red? What? You expect me to finish it?
Okay, let's try this instead. I have 2 investments in oil, and I've got a card that lets me sell all investments at twice the market value. So let's do some math on that. Oil's at 100, so that should be $400,000 if I sell from oil. And now the game is completely broken. So obviously there's something that's preventing it from being sold. And I guess that's as far as the live stream will go today. We will not make it to the end of the game. Not today yet. Thank you for watching the live stream, anyone that tuned in. And make sure to wishlist the game. The link will be in the description below. I'm going to be doing live streams every day leading up until the launch of the game. And hopefully one of these days I'll actually be able to play a full game from start to finish. But I need to go back and figure out why the selling will work on the first time now, but not on the second try. So we'll have to go from there. Until then, thank you for watching the live stream. Subscribe to the channel and go wishlist Beat the Markets on Steam.